Oh, Lord, I tell you. I know it's the circles, the social circle that I keep. But yeah, OG sharing on my older counterparts again. I'm sorry I'm not that OG that talks about young girls and young ladies. I don't know anything about them. But here we go again. Just left my picking spot, and as usual, there's always a bitter, knucklehead, older black woman. So I'm talking to a young lady. She's a friend of me and my wife, and we love her to death, and she's had a lot of stuff going on. And kids, lost a kid. And long story short, we had a group together. And not a music group, a recovery group, probably 30 years ago. Long story short, so she was telling me, she was like, my son said he saw you and Brenda, and that just made me smile. And I was like, why is that? She was like, it's good to know that older couples are still sticking together and acknowledging it's easier to grow with somebody, and that there's nothing wrong with older black love. I said, well, I ain't gonna say all that. I said, but I do love her. I said, and then I just know my position and she knows hers. That's why it has lasted 40 years. She's never tried to be the man. And I've never carried any feminine qualities in me trying to do women stuff. We both knew we had jobs. But this particular older woman, I'm going to say, I don't want to say took offense to it, y'all. I'm going to say taken aback by Jackie saying, I'm sorry, I wasn't even supposed to say her name. But she took aback at Jackie saying that to me and be like, well, I'm so glad I don't need nobody. Because I can go to my apartment and I don't have to cook. I don't have to this. I said, well, ma'am, I said, I go to my home that me and her worked hard to buy and pay for. I said, sound like you slick. Hey, oh, no, it wasn't that. It just kind of triggered me to hear another black woman say it's good to know another black woman need a man. And that's when Jackie spoke up and said, I wish I had my OG still with me because she's a widow. And asked her, what is wrong with needing a good black man? What is wrong with, as hard as it is to date, as it is, now you want to try and date being an older black woman and young women can't find hardly no good man? Oh, I don't care nothing about that. I sleep good at night. I'm like, she took a conversation with friends of 30 years. I guess that was her opportunity to vent. I guess y'all let me know in the comments. Man, all I know is it's easier with two than one. Also, another thing that I've peeped out and that I've witnessed and I've seen, especially, I don't know about New York, California, anywhere else, but here down south, I tell them, majority of the older couples own their own home. Here in the Delta. Yeah, they own. And they are in their own property that they've acquired over the years together. Also, most older single women are living with their children. Now, not to say that older parents don't have that too. I'm just saying that I've noticed the numbers don't add up for what this woman was saying, because you ain't got no one bedroom. You still living with a man that's just called your son or your grandson. You still cooking. That's what I told her. I said, you are still living with a man. I said, you got any grandsons? Yeah. You got a son? You know I got 2 sons. I said, well, you still cooking. You still washing. You still cleaning. You just ain't getting none out of it. Because I'm going to tell y'all, me and my wife's sons are grown. And they do as less as possible. They show their mama love 3 or 4 times a year. Birthdays, Mother's Days, Christmases. Other than that, I look after that older chick. I make sure that chick got healthy meals. I make sure that chick got clean clothes. Yeah, I wash drawers. I wash bras. So I don't know what she mean about it's a bad deal having a man. Y'all just let me know in the comments, because it sounded like hating to me. And I do know for a fact I got a lot of great female supporters now, and they do talk with me. And when I'm wrong, they check me. But when I right, they tell me they agree. So they'll let me know in the comments. Was it me being overly sensitive and my friend? Or wasn't that rude and hating? Line to recap, all Jackie said was, man, that warmed me to know y'all still rolling together. Because she was like, man, y'all been together since we were kids. And that's true. You know, since 16, 17. I'm sliding in the home off of second base into 60. You can't make this up. You just can't. You can't make it up. Don't forget to hit that like button, respectfully comment, and subscribe, because you know I'm your OG. I'm out of here.